Remember my name. It's probably because you think you're cool with it. You got
When someone pick my vows and I do my vows, right?
Alright, man. You got it, bro. You got it, bro. You got it, bro. How are you, brother?
And I come back to my How slow should I walk? That's good. You know what I mean? Was I slow enough?
This is like your moment. That's perfect.
Is my train okay? Am I veil? Is my veil okay?
Okay, you can be seated.
Wait, dress.
Hello, everyone. All right. Welcome. This is on. Yeah, we got it. Yeah. All right. Welcome, everybody, to Celebration of TT and Chris. Round of applause. Let's go. Come on. So good to be here. I am Brendan Fitzgibbons. Although I am not the official officiant, that is actually my dog, Willoughby T. Fitzgibbons. I'm just a vessel for his words. Let's see what he has to say. Hold on. He said, "Hey man, everyone here is hot. I mean both like literally and romantically hot." Hey. He has a southern accent, who knew? Okay. First of all, we want to thank everybody for coming. People who drove all over the country. We especially want to thank those who drove from Los Angeles. We know how hard it is for you to drive longer than 7 minutes. So
Did I give this to you?
I want to talk a little bit about Chris and TT because I've known them for a while now. Yeah, let's hold hands. Let's do it. I feel like I'm in a weird in between here. Okay, I'm gonna step back. I feel like I'm a third. Okay. Oh, perfect. All right. Yeah, actually, can we turn the sun down? Okay. Sorry, we didn't budget for that. All right, so just give a quick speech, everybody. We're gonna get through this. It's gonna be amazing. All right, so you can tell Chris and TT were a unique couple from the beginning. Not doing anything the traditional way. By the very first night they met, they had French fries at a bar in Hollywood. Can you imagine eating gluten in public in Hollywood? The audacity. They had separate plans to meet their own friends later that night, but they had so much fun they canceled, which, come to think of it, is actually the most LA thing you could possibly do. A month later, COVID and lockdown happened. That night, that's right, the universe put Chris and TT in a love escape room. And 5 years later, they're having a baby. Top that, bravo. I don't think so. However, the first time Chris and TT almost met was actually at Griffith Park observing the 2017 solar eclipse. This is true. In case you're wondering what a solar eclipse is in Los Angeles, it's when a group of actors and comedians climb a mountain to ask the sun and moon if they did in fact book that Altoids commercial. They didn't. Okay. On that day, Chris and TT were only a few feet apart, yet they didn't meet. But like the sun and moon slowly drifting towards each other, they were destined to overlap. The magic of the universe was already swirling around them. My favorite thing about Chris and TT is that they truly live. They dive headfirst into life's experiences and wholeheartedly embrace its adventures, its weirdness, its wildness, and its incredible possibilities, and they do it all in their own wonderfully, totally unique way. On my 40th birthday, I had a bunch of people come over to celebrate, and it was going good, but pretty low-key. Then all of a sudden, Chris and TT burst through the door like a bolt of rainbow lightning, wearing the loudest colors. Chris had these giant glasses on, huge Crocs. My cousin, this is totally true, was visiting from Florida. She's never seen an entrance like this before, and she just involuntarily mumbles, "Whoa." Then she goes, "That's fun." And there's no better way to describe Chris and TT than, "Whoa, that's fun." In addition to being tremendously fun, they're also always there for the people they love. When I invited my friends to my comedy special taping, now streaming on Apple TV and Amazon Prime, Chris and TT were there front and center. In fact, if you listen closely when you go home and watch it tonight on Apple TV and Amazon Prime, you can hear Chris and TT's laugh in the audience. These are special people. They're also incredible dog parents, as Willoughby will attest. One time at a party, Chris gave Willoughby the biggest steak bone you've ever seen in your life. He devoured it immediately, and 4 a.m. I woke up to him throwing shards of bone everywhere all over my floor. Willoughby had something to say. "Hey, Chris, actually, do you have any more of those bones? I'm a junkie and I have a problem." Okay. They also have brilliantly fast minds. TT in talking, Chris in texting. Okay? One time I asked Chris about stocks and he sent me a brilliant 28 text response in scroll form with with annotations, links, and studies, which made me ask the question, is Chris ChatGPT? No wonder TT is learning code. It will be how she can communicate with her husband. Okay? And lastly, guys, I can proudly say, after seeing TT's amazing one-person show and swimming with Chris, I have now also seen both of them topless, okay? Let's just say this baby is going to be #blessed. Okay, so since this wedding is about cosmic love, I want to quote my favorite cosmic magician, Bruce Springsteen. Bruce Springsteen said, "Love obliterates time." That's right. Love dissolves everything: time, worries, the lies of the world, and the limitations of your mind. It snaps you in the moment. It's the bravest thing and the reason why we're here. So let's be here today, guys. This venue, this city, this view, it's magical. And this incredible combination of people are never going to be in the same place at the same time again until Chris throws a rave for their baby's 1-year-old birthday next year. And sure, their first words might be an air horn. Or, "Dad, Dad, Dad!" So let's celebrate these amazing couple. Let's stop the hands of time and have the best night of our lives, because that's what Chris and TT would do at your wedding. We love you. We are very lucky to eat fries in public with you. Round of applause, yeah. All right, so now we are going to do the Declaration of Intent. Okay, so you gotta just say I do. I know it's hot. Can we turn the sun down on TT? Okay, cool. Oh yeah, this is gonna be really quick, okay. So all I gotta do is say I do. TT, do you take Chris to be your partner in life, your number one hype person, the man you will share all of your streaming passwords with, and the future father of your child and best friend for life?
I do.
Chris, I gotta do this I do. Do you take TT to be your partner in life, your co-adventurer, your co-DJ, the person who'll help you find your cell phone chargers, the future mother of your life, and your best friend forever?
I do.
All right. Now, these two did something amazing. They wrote their own vows, so it's time for them to say them. TT is going to go first.
Okay, I need my notes.
Yes, I got you.
Oh, no, wait. This other one. I'll ask for you. Ooh, it's hot.
I'll hold this.
Can I turn our... Can we switch? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we can switch, right? You want to switch?
Can we switch?
Yeah, let's switch.
It's too hot. Okay.
Yeah, we'll be able to switch too.
Okay. Chris, my 宝贝, mi cielo. When we first met, you were a rocket engineer. I had blonde hair, and we were both virgins. Now you've worked for yourself as a successful financial trader, and I've gone back to my natural hair color. Thankfully, we are both still virgins, but not for long. Okay, I put that in there because you're supposed to bring something blue to the altar, so I had to make a blue joke. Could have been worse. I wanted to make a balls joke, but I decided against it, because after tonight, they won't be blue anyways. I remember our first date. I asked you about your relationship with your mother. I'm very fun on dates. And I still remember your response. You said, I love my mom so much, I would never say anything bad about her. And I thought, sounds like a guy who's never gone to therapy. And I was right, but so were you. Being with you and seeing the way you love your friends and family and always see the best in people, even if every relationship isn't perfect, you just love them so heartedly, wholeheartedly. It made me feel inspired to want a better relationship with my own family. And it really means a lot to me that we have family here today. Some of them I haven't seen in decades. In fact, like my aunt is here, who is here with her husband, Sani. Where's Sani? Oh, yes. I was at her wedding. I think it was the first wedding I ever went to. I was a flower girl in their wedding. And it's special to me because I never really thought marriage was for me, or I wasn't sure if it would be for me. As a queer person, I didn't know, if the person I fell in love with would be someone that my family would accept, or the state would accept. So it was easier to just push that all out of my mind. But being with you made me want to try and not be afraid. Because I used to be so afraid. I was always a cynic and just always prepared for the worst, waiting for the other shoe to drop. But you're not like that. You always believe the best in people. You see the good in people. And you bring out the light in everyone that you see. It's because of you that so many of my family members are here today. You brought them back into my life. Recently, I asked you to tell me a childhood story that you never told me before. And the one you told me really stuck with me. You told me about how one time you fell into, I think it was a lake or a pond, but you don't remember falling. The first thing you remember was looking up from below the water and just seeing the sky and the surface of the water and the little wiggling tails of the ducks that were in the pond. And the next thing you remember, you said your mom was pulling you out of the water, terrified because you almost drowned. But you didn't know you almost drowned because you were too busy enjoying the best part of the situation, just finding the light in the situation. I'm sorry for bringing that up, Vilma. I'm sure it was traumatizing. And as a soon-to-be mom, it is a very scary story, but it did give me insight into how you see the world. Because the way you see the world is, you see it in so much light that it reflects back to you. I really believe that you are protected by the universe. And I'm honored to share that protected space with you. Hold on. I was trying to remember when I was writing this, the first time I said I love you, and I couldn't remember the time. But I do remember the feeling. I remember I used to be so scared to say I love you. So I remember it was a big deal. And I even wrote about it in my diary, but I don't remember the time. I just remember being like, I don't want to say I love you yet. So I remember I like waited and waited because I was scared. I didn't want to scare you away. But since then, I've said I love you so many times. You've made it so easy. You've made me feel so safe. That it's like that file in my brain has been like opened so many times. It's become a foundational memory. It kind of reminds me of like, I have a twin sister, Jen, who's also the maid of honor and the DJ. Give it up for her. She's doing everything. She's worked her ass off. I didn't always know I was a twin or that I had a twin sister, you know? I had to learn at some point what the word twin and sister meant, and then understand what it was like, what it meant to be a sister. But once I did, I knew it was always true. So I don't remember the moment I learned it. And that's the same way I love you. Because once I learned it, and I'm sure I did have to discover that I loved you, but once I discovered it, I knew it had always been true. It's like it was always there. Like the light that you make me see inside myself. Okay, I'm almost done, I promise. Good. Did you say good? Okay. I have proof that I've always known. Very early on, when I was about 6 months into dating, we attended our friend's wedding, Justin and Miranda's, who are here today, and they're beautiful flower children. But they invited a very intimate wedding. They had 7 couples, and they had all the couples share something about advice about being together or married, because we were the only couple there that wasn't married. And we took it in a stride, we had fun, but I remember that because I thought, you know, we're only 6 months in. And this is gonna be my something borrowed, and I will end on this. Miranda, in her vows, shared a diary entry from the day she met Justin, who is her husband. And I thought, that's such a great idea. I'm gonna go home and write about this in my diary, because I know I'm gonna marry this man. And so, Brenda, do you have my diary? Okay. I brought my diary as proof. My favorite thing to do is read my diary. Okay, out loud to Chris. This is how we spend Friday nights. This is what I wrote on October 5th, 2020. I just had the best weekend ever with Chris celebrating Miranda and Justin's wedding. I never really believed I could be this happy with someone, and I finally understood why it's so important to trust yourself and listen to your intuition. I've never met someone this kind, handsome, sorry, I'm messy handwriting, supportive, fun, and I fall more in love with him every week. I feel like as close as we are, there's so much room to grow, and I can't wait to create new spaces with him in our own journeys as individuals. I don't know if it's crazy to say this, but being with him through such emotional moments, I feel so sure of him that I can see us getting married in front of our friends too. It's not a fantasy, it just feels like an inevitable truth. The anxiety I felt going into the weekend was cured by the time we got there. Here, I'm gonna sit, sorry. He supported me when I told him how nervous I felt. I know he, sorry, let's see, sorry, where did I lost my thought? I'm gonna cry. He made me feel safe and joined the group so easily. I know he made an effort, and it was so touching. It's possible to just love someone and have them love you back, and you don't have to suffer to earn it. It's possible to feel so whole while being alone, yet feel like they are a part of you too. Like just easy, in a way I've always dreamed of, but didn't understand. All the wrong moments made this so clear. I love him with my whole heart, with no fear, no judgment, and no expectations. And so I'll get out of here on this. I promise to love you the way that you love me and the way you love yourself. And I promise to reflect your light back on you. I promise not to be afraid, and that if I am, I will always look for your light. I love you, Chris, and I can't wait to marry you. Do you want to trade again?
No, okay. You don't have to trade. Yeah.
Sorry, guys, it's so hot. To the pool.
Hi. Sometimes I try to remind myself of what it was like the first time I said hi to you. I remember saying bye and already knowing everything I wanted to talk about the next time we hung out. we had talked about so much. We talked about space, family, Bad Bunny, baby. We talked about quantum. We talked about time itself. And over the years, we'd argue about time. Okay, it was mostly just myself arguing. I'd argue time is real. It's how we define the universe. You'd argue it's imaginary, a human construct, that there is more than just forever. And over the years, you've convinced me. Because I could not imagine forever being the only time we get to spend together. I promise to cherish you. I remember on our 4th date, Wushu jumped on the bed, and he asked you to go outside by sniffing your ear gently. And this is before the sun came up and you groaned, and you asked him for 10 more minutes, and he huffed, and he jumped off the bed. And 10 minutes later, he jumped on, and he licked your face, and you said, okay, okay, okay. And I found that so endearing. Something instinctually in me was like, I want to start a family with you. I really wanted to get to know you. I got to know how you like scallion cream cheese. I never knew anyone ate that. I got to know how you deal with challenges, like feeling like AI is going to end the writing industry, and so you just decide you're going to go to grad school for AI. And you have to learn how to code to do that, so you just learn how to code. And by that point, I wasn't surprised to see how you roll with the punches. Because early on, I got to know how it would be like to grow through challenges with you. On the first day of the pandemic lockdown, we hung out our 5th time together, and we spent the night speculating, brainstorming what we thought was going to happen to the world. At one point, I played that song, and I sang it to you kind of cheesy. If I could write you a song to make you fall in love, I would already have you right under my arm. I didn't know you, but I could feel myself meaning that. I was terrified. I mean, this is the first day of lockdown, but at the same time, hanging out with you gave me peace and acceptance. The early conversations we had, so much of what we thought was going to happen ended up happening. And that was such a core part of how I started trading for a living. I got to know how 2.5 years before we met, we both watched the eclipse at Griffith Park. We shared photos, saw the same people in those photos, and we realized we must have walked right past each other. I cannot get over how the difference between an eclipse being the only thing you see and something you barely see is practically nothing. You were right there. I got to know how 3 years before we met, I actually had read an article you wrote. I remember reading it. I remember feeling grateful for how much your words resonated with me that day. And I cannot get over the fact that we dated for almost a year before I realized that was you. You were right here. Getting to know you was an honor. You taught me what time meant, and you taught me how destiny feels. I've been looking for you for so long. I found you. I promise for all of my days to honor you. How are you doing, Chris? If you had asked me that around the time we met, I'd probably talk about some trip or something I was looking forward to. But if you asked me that recently, I say I feel overwhelming joy. Growing with you has been the joy of my life. I can't wait to spend the rest of it with you. I love you so much.
Great job. Keep it going for Chris and TT, everybody. Keep it going. So good. All right. Now it's time for the rings. Let's have the ringmaster Wushu please come up.
Wushu. Wushu.
Okay. Oh wait, are they in here? How do you normally do this?
Oh. Okay, here.
Great. I'm saying one question.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Wushu.
Oh, thank you, Wushu.
Okay, these rings are circles. They have no beginning and no end, just like the love
I
Chris
can
and
take
TT
yours.
share.
Oh, yeah.
They are a symbol of commitment, of laughter, of adventure, and of the promise to stand by each other always. TT, please look at Chris and repeat after me. I give you this ring as a symbol of my love and commitment.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my love and commitment.
Chris, please look at TT and say, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love and commitment.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my love and commitment. Oh, the other way. Okay.
Yep.
Sorry. I've never done this before.
It's coming. It's happening. It's there. It's the sun. All right. We got it. Okay. By the power vested in me by Wushu, Willoughby, the sun, the moon, Kendrick Lamar, and a YouTube tutorial, I now pronounce you married. You may kiss.
Oh yeah. Wait,